A billionaire sat in the back of a faded yellow taxi as it weaved through the city traffic late at night. The driver, a weary man named Marco with dark circles under his eyes, apologized for yawning. He proudly told the billionaire that he had been driving for 18 hours straight and hadn't taken a day off in 3 years. Marco believed that this brutal hustle was the only path to wealth, convinced that if he just sacrificed enough sleep, he would eventually break free from his financial struggles. The billionaire listened quietly, then leaned forward and asked him one question that shattered Marco's entire reality. He asked, "If you break your leg tomorrow and cannot drive, does your income pause or does it stop completely?" Marco looked in the rearview mirror, confused, and admitted it would stop instantly. The billionaire shook his head and said, "Then you do not have a business, Marco. You have a dangerous job that you created for yourself. You are trading your limited time for money, and that is a game you will always lose because you run out of time before you run out of needs." He explained that wealth is not built by working harder, but by building systems that work for you. He told Marco to stop trying to be the king of the road and start becoming the architect of a fleet. The goal was not to drive the car, but to own the system that keeps the cars moving. The billionaire gave him the blueprint: stop valuing your labor and start valuing leverage. Marco took this advice to heart. Instead of spending his earnings on a better lifestyle, he lived on the bare minimum for 2 years. He saved every penny to put a down payment on a second, used vehicle.
He didn't drive it. He hired a young man looking for work to drive it for him, splitting the profits.
For the first time in his life, Marco made money while he was eating dinner. It was a small amount, but it was leveraged income. He realized that while he could only drive one car physically, he could own 100 legally. He obsessed over this new model. He reinvested the profits from the second car to buy a third and then a fourth. He stopped driving entirely and focused on building a dispatch system, negotiating better insurance rates for a fleet, and finding reliable drivers. He transitioned from a self-employed laborer to a business owner with a scalable asset. The transformation was mathematical and massive. Where he once capped out at $200 a day exhausting himself, his system had no limit. He leveraged other people's time and money to multiply his output without adding a single hour of his own labor. Marco ended up owning a fleet of 60 cars that generated over $80,000 in profit every single month while he traveled the world with his family. Scale requires leverage, not more hours.